Welcome everyone to this new episode of Cold Email Teardown, where we tear down your cold email to help your business grow. The concept is simple. You send us your cold email and we invite a cold email expert to tear it down and write it again. Today, I'm really happy to welcome Richard, the CEO of Provoke Agency. Richard, can you tell us a bit more about who you are and what you do with Provoke?
Sure. My name is Rich. I'm the owner of a creative B2B prospecting agency called Provoke. And we utilize storytelling, more specifically the story brand methodology, to help our clients get booked meetings or whatever call to action that they need essentially in terms of their prospects.
Okay, cool. Happy to have you, Richard. Let's get right into it. On today's episode, we're going to break down a cold email sent by a company that offers remote software engineer services. The goal of this email was to simply get as many replies and booked meetings as possible. Let's break it down and see what worked and what could be improved. The subject line was quick question and then the variable first name. Hi, first name. I was just checking out your profile and noticed that you are in the software space. I'm the founder of Bring On Board, which is the company name. We help companies like yours hire remote software engineers from Hungary. We have a network of 5,000 plus senior developers. You can either subcontract them or hire them permanently. The quality you can get for your money in Hungary is 2 to 5 times better than in the UK. Do you currently hire devs from overseas? Would you like to learn more? Best and then the signature. And quick detail, he added an unsubscribe option at the end of the email. So Richard, in my opinion, there is plenty of things that could be improved in this email. What do you think?
Okay, let's tear it down. First of all, quick question. Okay, fine. Can it still work the subject line? Yes. Has it been overused? 100%. It's killed. I think it's saturated, frankly. Hi, first name. The guy doesn't say I was checking out. There's a bit of a punctuation thing. I don't think that's the best to do, especially with that marketplace. I think it's going to look unprofessional. And I don't know if the person's trying to do it cool, but it's not going to work that. Okay. Secondly, he introduces immediately who he is. There's not enough personalization or a reference point in terms of about the target. It's basically all about them and what they do. If you were to analyze this email, it's like 80% about them. And the only line that's kind of trying to build rapport was checking out your profile, which has also been totally overused. It's just not enough reference. The call to action is too open. Do you currently hire devs from overseas? Okay, what's the person supposed to say? Yes. And then would you like to learn more? Let's say they say yes. It's like, it's too vague, it's too open, and it's not specific enough. The first email as well, you don't need to put the unsubscribe. It should only actually go in the second one. So there's a lot to really rework on this email.
I completely agree. And the first feeling I get when I read the email is that it was sent to thousands of prospects just like it is. It does not feel personalized at all, so it can be improved a lot. So thanks for the insights, Richard. I'm really curious to know, how would you rewrite this email?
Okay, so let's tear this down. Hi, first name, icebreaker, something about their hiring needs specific to software engineers, or a phrase that goes like, notice that company name doesn't have any software engineers in-house, okay? And we'll talk about how we get that information. If this sounds like you, let's chat. A, you deeply believe in software quality. B, you need help with design and development. C, you'd pay $3 to $6K per month to have a skilled software engineer. I provide outsourced software engineers to the type of company that we're targeting. Example could be Series B or startups such as, and then you reference a firm. I only partner up with 7 startups per year and thought that company name would make a good fit. Feel free to grab time here with a Lemcal link. Best signature.
Okay, dope. So many things I love about that. What do you think are the reasons why this email would perform better?
Yeah, so I believe it's going to perform better because number one, the icebreaker is going to reference a very specific piece of information that you know is relevant to the client. So, putting the target together in terms of my audience is super important. I need to make sure that I'm targeting firms in the UK, okay, because that's where this original, I'm assuming, organization is trying to reach firms in the UK that we know are looking for software engineers. And we can grab that from any type of job posting site and use Clay, for example, as a way of figuring out if they are in fact hiring software engineers, number one. So I want an icebreaker that basically says that. Then number two, if this sounds like you, let's chat. Okay, this is an approach and a tonality that's very straight to the point. I think it's the right way to do it when you're dealing, especially from hiring. Okay, you deeply believe in software quality. We want affirmations. Number two, you need help with design and development. And number three, let's talk business. Like, you're willing to pay 3 to 6K per month. Now that's rather cheap for a proper skilled software engineer, but because the inclination here is an outsourced version, then that should be attractive to them to be like, oh, wow, that's a pretty good price for a really quality software engineer. Then the statement of value, I provide outsourced software engineers to the type of company that we're dealing with. So what type of companies are you targeting in the UK? I give an example over here of Series B startups, for example. It could be any other type. We just have to reference that type and then put a reference firm or an example of a firm that they know that would build credibility. And then the last value statement is, I only partner up with 7 startups per year and thought that company name would make a good fit. Feel free to grab some time over here. So it's super short. It's straight to the point. There's enough reference points, I think, in the email to essentially get a yes or no answer, which is really what we want. Okay. And I think it builds credibility and relatability.
I love it. And actually, there is 2 things that I think are really important about what you just said. The first one is about the social proof that you use. The more niche you can be, the more reply you're going to get. So for the reference firm example variable in the email, make sure to use a company that is as closely related or resemble a lot the company of your prospect. The other thing that I think is really dope for anyone listening is this email can be used for any type of outsourced businesses. It doesn't need to be only like for developers. You can replicate the structure that Richard shared with us and you can use it for your own needs. That would work just as good. Richard, thanks a lot for joining today.
My pleasure.
And guys and girls, if you want your cold email to be analyzed by one of our team of experts, just fill out the form in the description. And of course, if you want to have a chat with Richard or someone from Provoke Agency, you can find all of their information in the description. Bye-bye.